How's it going? Hope you all are well. Let me see if the mic is working. Mic is working just fine. Okay, let's come to this then. So basically, in the last video of spine, we did this. Let's see what we did. Right. On the path. Let's load the spine. So we did this. That we created one extra control here for chest, which you're gonna create later, and we created these three guides. We have this FK working properly, then we have these. So one thing which I wanted to check, I actually haven't even opened it once after we created that day. So yeah, I wanted to see if the tweak groups are named properly, have proper positions. Let's see the naming of the controls, which is fine as well. Tweak control joint group, control joint group. Okay, cool. So then the next thing would be, let's see what else do we need, and then go to that this thing. First of all, let me create one FK chain. Okay, name the spine here. So if I go here, create a FK chain, as I showed in the first video, to be honest. Let me open the, why is my browser taking so long? So if I go on channel live here, this one I explained what we're gonna do, right? The first one, this one is the last one where we scripted what we have right now. That was just the prototype and whatnot. So here, if I just do a little bit of control Z, let's take this spine 1 FK kind, all right, and then 1 2 3 4, let's check, and the joint names will be 1 2. Okay, let's take this name here, 1 2 3 4. I'm just showing what's gonna happen, what's the next step. So just showing you, create this, how it works. So we have created our IQ controls, right, which we don't have here, to be honest. And the next step would be to create the plane, where, and actually these controls, these joints as well. So let's do one thing. Let's first finish this what is this called, chest control as well, and then we're gonna move on to our joints. And after these base joints, we are gonna move to creating our nerve, this thing. So let's write it here. Probably here would be fine. Yeah, so first step would be chest control. 1 second, chest control, then it will be plane, then it will be extra controls, out joints. That's I think is the right one. Yep. Okay, planes, to be honest, because we're gonna get 2 planes. This is gonna get deleted, this is just for skinning. It kind of works, to be honest. Where did the skinning go? Okay, didn't skin here, because control Z. 1 second, little bit more. Yep, here the count is 3, right? Should be 4, because we created a 4 5 FK chain, right? So this is our IQ control, which is gonna move this like that. We will have a straight follow when we move this side by side. When we move in front, it's gonna be smooth. Delete that, something like that, right? All right, so we have our plan. So let's create what we have right now, and then let's go with that. I have to clean my Maya script editor as well. There's too many scripts right now. Okay, so we have all these. One extra control which we're gonna create except these is our chest. So let's see, chest guide. Here we created the chest guide group and whatnot. Okay, and here we're creating the controls, right? Move this back. Okay, so let me think. This will be a control group. Control, we don't need tweak group for that. So let's say hash chest control, then let's paste this. Coming from Linux every day, it's so hard. Linux, then Mac, then Linux, then Mac. That is just pain in the okay. So let's make this bigger. Not base ways or anything. Guide group. Let me think. Here we have created chest guide, right? Okay. We need this as well. Don't care about tweak, to be honest, just because or maybe we should. No, I don't think we need a tweak for chest. Chest already has a, when we are going to create this control, it's going to have a sub control, so we don't need that. So yep, chest control group. So let's change this to chest control group, then change the control to chest control. Okay, all right, then we have our, okay, let's rename this chest guide, right? It's chest control. Okay, no need of this here. Then chest control group would be all right. This is our chest. I don't think we need this as well, just this would be fine. Chest control group. Okay, we have created these. Then instead of this guide I-1, we will have our chest guide. Where is that? Chest guide mult matrix. Let's change this to chest mult matrix. Replace this here, and here, and this control group will be chest control group, and okay. Okay, well, let's see what we are doing here. So connecting the guide world matrix to chest matrix, then guide I-2 world inverse matrix. Okay, so guides -1, the last guide which will be there created from there, and controls -1, the last control which is getting created there. World matrix to chest mult matrix control group. It may seem a little bit this thing, what is that word, hard or confusing, but it's gonna be like, I'm gonna explain what we are doing here. So basically, if you see here on this control group. Let's go back. So here we are creating this mult matrix, right, as how we did in our FK chain and whatnot. So here we are creating 3. So the first is the guide of whatever control which we have, right, and its wall matrix. Then the parent's inverse matrix, so the guide, third one, and the inverse matrix of this parent inverse matrix of this, like wall inverse matrix of this, the parent of this, right, and then the output. So the output of the last controls, and that too wall matrix. So we need to move this with this, right, we need to add this as well. So this is the same thing which I'm doing. It's just a little tricky to understand right here right now, but this should work. Let's try. If you get an error, we get an error, but all right, let's delete that, reload and create. We got the control group, but something has happened. Yes, here it will be chest control group in main control group. Okay, let's see. Did create the control group but did not create the control, and why is that? That is very, very strange. Save this, reload that. Using this, right? Am I? Okay, I got it. Why? Because here in the parent I'm not added chest control group parent. So basically when we create a control we can give a parent, right, parent to, so it was going to some other control instead of this one. So now it should work just fine. Sorry, let's see. Chest control group, and it created 2 control groups. Okay, why did it create 2 control groups? Did we create a control group before as well? Sorry guys. Let's see here, chest guide group, chest, let's just select chest. Nope. Just control. Okay, all right, I got it why it's happening, because I'm pretty smart, right? Just control, say chest base. Let's see, chest base group, chest control group, chest join group. Sorry, chest control group is here, but the issue which I have with this is using -1. Okay, I want to see why the mult matrix is connected to the wrong mult. It's connected to spine 3. Why is that connected to spine 3? Oh, here we have haven't named this chest. All right, okay, let's save this. Copying from a loop is sometimes a little could get tricky. Now let's check chest base group. Here there is one issue, which is the control group is taking fine, but the wall inverse matrix which is taking from here should be okay. So the thing is, I added the dot append Yeah, so added it there in the guides. At the last, after we created the guides, right, we created chest guide as well, and then added that under our guides, right? So -1 is the same. So instead of that, I'm gonna use -2. That should work just fine. I would like to keep the last guide there as that. Could have changed it, but this is actually better because you know when we transfer our this thing, right, when we transfer our modules, this thing. So let me go here. What I mean is basically at the last we use the last guide, right, always to transfer the last position here, add to the output. So in a network group output, we always use the last guide as the AND guide output. You see this one, AND guide output. So the thing is, we don't want to change this anytime, like this will be same in each module, because the thing is, after we are done with all the one second, because like after we are done with all our this thing, right, all our modules, we can create this thing, a video, not a video, what am I thinking and what I'm saying, I mean, like we can create a window where we can have these things to arrange, right, like arrange our like a modular thing which we can directly connect from one module to another. So like have a window where we have some basic objects which we can just connect here and there, these modules, right? Yeah, so my mind went somewhere. I got a notification on. Yeah, let me do not disturb for right now. Okay, so yeah, the next would be, what did I do just now? We changed that to -2, right? Let's try now. Okay, all right, so this is working just fine. We have a chest control. Let's change the chest control, this thing, to where's my controls module, to a cube. I would like that to be a cube. So chest types, our control types are these. Box, let's take a box instead of that. Curve type box. Save it, new. If we had to like change the size, we can change the size, but to be honest, the size looks a bit fine to me, but just a little shape scale minus 0.2. all right, let's check now once again. Looks good. All right, we actually gonna create a script to like export all these shapes and import them, or these shapes points, and import them when we want. So basically, after we have done with our rig, we have adjusted our controls, we just like one click export the control shapes and import them whenever we want, rebuild them as much as we want, right? So this is all right, and I would like to change the color as well for this. Where is the, okay, let's just put a comma here and it will show us the color is equals to, I'd like to change the color to something a bit better. Right, chest is a bit, should look alive, right? Not this actually, bit blue and green. Yeah, so this is gonna be RGB 0.2, 0.7, 0.5, 0.2, 0.7, 0.5. Okay, 2, 0.7, 0.5. Okay, let's check once again. All right, like that. So we are done with our chest control. Then actually there was one more thing, that was joints. Let's create joints, guys. I think I need a break, so I'm gonna pause the stream. Is there an option to pause here? No, right? I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, put this on, mute myself. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hey guys, so I'm back. Sorry, had to take a minute. Yeah, so the next thing will be the joints. Let's create the joints. One thing I want to do as well is, like, here you see we append our controls, right? So let's append our this thing as well, control groups and controls, right? This as well, let's check that. Like to do that here. Actually, after we connect everything, right? That's kind of better. So here, output new to chest control, so control group to be chest control group. Okay, yep, got it. Then so chest control done. Then let's create joints. Sorry guys, FK module. We have our where did we create the joints? Here is it. Okay, so is this that easy? I don't know. Okay, count is greater than 0, then for I in range 1, count plus 1. I was thinking instead of this, right? Instead of this, for I in range, let's say for I in control. So we have our controls. For I in controls, or let's say idx comma I in enumerate controls. So here when we say base name would be I, and this thing would be idx plus 1 most probably. Let's see. And we're gonna append this to something else, not the original one. We need one extra, maybe in miscellaneous group. It's better to parent in the miscellaneous group, because these joints are not the out joints. The out joints will be the joints on the plane. So let's go here, miscellaneous group. Here we use the parent skeleton group, right? Sorry, where did it go? All right. And then we are connecting header, right? Then instead of connecting header from this, let's just say I dot world matrix to. All right, let's try. I didn't think it would be so easy to create joints, but I don't know, I could be wrong. There could be some issue, anything. So here we have our joints with proper naming, proper connections. Thing works just fine, but the thing is that I have an issue. So when I connected this from controls, let's not use controls, let's use tweak control groups. Is it groups? Am I appending the groups and not the controls? I have actually not appended anything yet. So here where I am appending are control groups and control, right? Instead of that, let's append tweak control, so we will have the right output. And when we say 1 1, okay, that's all right. Don't save. So basically the thing was like I was appending like because I took the code from this, right? Life came out, I was appending the controls and not this thing. But I have one issue. We cannot do that, sorry, because this is all right, but where am I adding that here, right? I need one other group tweak controls. Okay, okay, so let me explain what happened here. So basically every control I use, like I add there, I use that to make its parent, right? So basically if I use the tweak control there, then it will you see what's happening right now. We don't want that. Tweak control has to be separate from the FK chain, right? The If not, then it's just a sub control which we already have. So I just change all that, but what I need to do is I need to use that here and just copy and paste this outside for a second, and let's okay, make this and hash chest joint. Whatever we are doing here we have to do for chest separately, because we created everything for the chest separately, right? So chest joint, copy this, paste. I dot world matrix won't be fine, so we would need Krishna. So we would need chest control, which we created here. Okay, chest control. And when we are creating the control, we're taking the output, right? Yep, we are taking the output. Wall matrix dot chest joint. Just have to fix the name. Don't need any of this. Okay, let's check. Second, I want to see what was there before, and I would like to remove FK from here. Just need chest. Okay, let's check. Alrighty, time for the exam. Our control is moving just good. Let's move this once so we're able to check everything fine. Let's make my a bit bigger. Okay, this looks good. Let me rid all of these. These look fine. Then these are moving the joints but not the. Alright, that is very good. Let's see, this is moving fine. We have a sub control here which is moving the joint as well, which is really good. I like that. And this is okay. Do we have a sub control for tweak as well? My god, how many controls did I make? For one we have 4. Some animators like controls, most of them don't, but they are hidden, so in front of them they just have these. And I would like to change the shape of this, so let's see, if not the shape then at least color or something, because like we would need to have some kind of differentiation between the FK and the tweak, right? So let's go to our control. Where's the control module? Does anyone see control module? Here it is. Okay, so here we have these shapes: triangle, sphere, square dumbbell. I probably have a script right here where I'm making all these controls. One second, we have it here. Yep, it was here somewhere. Where did it go? Yep. So okay, all the controls made. Let's select what we need. Probably not all these. This is not the one we're looking for. This could be a good choice. I'm thinking this is also a nice choice. Let's see. To this one. Square we already have. We could use a circle actually. What do you think about this or this? Nah, I don't know. This is actually a better choice. But what is it called? Somewhere here 2023. So probably like is it two curves arrows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12, 24. One arrow. Square dumbbell? No. It's not square dumbbell. Something else. Is that cross? What is it after? This is after our two dumbbell. So sphere dumbbell, then cross. I think this is cross. Let's try cross. Curve type would be yep, it's cross. Okay, change it to cross. Here with this and here tweak control curve type. And shape scale is reduced already. Then what do we need? How much difference is there in this and this square? Let's check. All right, 0.2 reduction is good. I like that. And I would like to change the color to let's save that and see what's looking good there. Right, int object has not reload. Because I use I everywhere, right? Should it be 0.9 instead of -2? 0.1. And let's see which color is like coming out properly. Go to a bit of yeah, this one looks absolutely beautiful. Love this color. 0.7, 1 and 0.2. 0.7, 1, 0.2. Okay. Oh my god, where did I come? 0.7, 1, 0.2. Save. All right. What a color for spline. Sorry, spine, not spline. Kinda gonna be a spline, but yeah. All right. Okay. So save this 1 second. Let's come here. I'm not muted, right? For 1 second I thought I'm muted and all this is gone. Has happened with me once. Like I created a lot, like streamed for an hour or two, and then I found out, and once I was recording something and the same thing happened. recorded for an hour, worked like, and then nothing was there. Okay, so our joints is done. Let's get to the next thing is create plane. So for the plane we have our script here. We need 2 nodes. Let's take this actually. Maybe let's do this next time. I'm thinking let's pause for 2 minutes. I have to pee and then I'll be back. Then we'll create the plane. Be right back, guys. Hey you guys, I am back. Just grab a cup of water. Alright. How do I close this? Okay. Okay, so our next step is creating the creating the plane, right? We already did some stuff here, but let's say let's copy this out and start creating. First let's create the planes, then we'll jump to UV plane and subcontrols. Okay, it's telling me to take a break. I'm not gonna take a break, bro. Today I'm on a what do we call that? I'm on a roll, or I don't know what. So we need two nodes, and A is gonna be actually I don't have to use these. Instead of that, here B and A, wherever I'm using B and A, we're gonna use sorry, we're gonna use our guide. So we have our guides right here, right? They are already Pinode, so we probably don't need to convert that. Okay, so guides, 1 second, I want to check something. This is 3, right? 3 controls. So here so just use count here. Count is equals to count. That is a bit suspicious. Actually we don't need to create this then, right? Because we already have a count up there. So guides is doing something here. Alright, guides. A is our first guide, so 0. Yeah, and was this B or was this A? This was B, so that will be our, sorry guys, a bit confused. A second, guides, this is our B, so second last guide. Yeah, second last guide. Count -2, and then GTS 0. Let's copy this. Wherever there's A, that will be R. Okay, this will be -2, and we're creating the nubs plane here. Let's name this equals to, we have a base name, right? Where is the base name? Base name plus score plane. Then it's getting this. We're doing this right here, which is fine. This is here we are calculating the distance. Joints, let's let joints be for now. Then what else? Neck is killing me. Okay, let's parent this as well. Nubs plane to, what's that, miscellaneous group. Alrighty, let's save this. Let's reload this and see what we have done. Is that even gonna work? I just want to check one thing. Yeah, it looks fine to me for now. We have our plane which has right amount of, what did I use there? Count into 2 minus 2. Okay, so if there is 3, we need 1 2 3 4 5. I don't like that. Doesn't seem like a right calculation. So when there is 3, there should be 1 2 3 4 5 So 1, 2, 3 in between, right? So 1 second. Did we create? Let's create a, normally just create a plane and then check. If anybody wanna know what's this is just a quick shell which I found on a Gumroad of someone. They have created many cool tools, but this one was free, so I just took that. So now it's plain. Okay, let's put this here. Width. Okay, let's increase the width, length, reduce the length ratio. Rotate this like that. Let's say we have 3. Right, so it's gonna need 4 subdivisions. So if we have count plus 1, that should work. Count plus 1. Okay, we haven't tried changing the count yet, you know. So now it created 5, which is because I have done something wrong here. Okay, alright, I got it. Why it's happening, because when we created the I in range 1 count, it actually takes 1 less, which could get a little confusing later, but let's just add y minus 1 here, or actually just use the count. Why do we have to add minus 1? Who's the idiot I am? Yep, we need that. Let's try increasing the count to 4. Not 4, 5. I don't know if it's even gonna work. It's actually working. It's texting me. Oh my god, this is directly coming from. Okay, let's reply to them later. Let's see if the positions are fine, which are not. So that's the issue. Created properly here, but let's do one thing. I mean, this works fine in an odd number and doesn't work fine in an even number. That is an issue. Let's try with 6. If it works fine with 6, I'm gonna leave it, because I feel like I have seen this in somebody else's code before, when there is an odd and even number of this thing. So there are 5 controls between No, this is a pain, people. This is a pain. 3, it's fine. When I increase the count to 5, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch on the channel history so we can experiment a little bit. Save it. Okay, now we have our history, right? Let's see, which is 5. Should it be 6? Actually works fine with 6. Okay, so let's find a way to find if it's odd or even number in Python. I have to find that out. Python program, check if the number is odd or even. Okay, hey, I can use that. We can use that. All right, and one more second. So when it has 4, when we created with 5, okay, by default it should have one extra, but so when we created with 5, it created with 6, we need 7. Is it? We created with 5. One second. We created with 5, so it puts 5 by default, which is fine. We need 6. Okay, alright. Whenever it's an odd number, we need one extra. Okay, let's try with 6. 1 second. Nope. Actually, the thing is 3 and 8. When I add 6, it 1 2 3 4 5. So it should be, I'm bad with maths probably. For 5 control it needs 8. What if I add it to, for 6 controls, so basically 5, make it 7. For 7, if we need 9, then we can just add 2. For 7 it needs 3 extra. Either my maths is really bad, or I have to figure this out. When we put 7, we need 10. When we put 6, how many do we need? 8. How can we solve this? Either we can have like a, no, I don't want to do that. Like I was thinking we can give like, if count is equals to this then that, but I would like to have a way to understand this as well, because like when we have 1 2 3 4 5, 3 controls in between, we need 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. We need double plus 1, right? How many patches do we have? 8, right? So 3 3 6 into 2 plus 2. But that doesn't work when the count is 3. You people must be like, if someone knows how to do this, they'll be thinking like, this idiot guy cannot have 3, should have 4. So the 4 works here. We have just 1 in between. We have 4 patches here. Into 2 plus 2. So 1 is in between. Okay. So whatever the number is given, -1 gives us this. Okay, number -1 gives us this. Okay, so basically count -1 gives us this, then -2 gives us how many controls we have in between, and then into 2 plus 2 is the okay. Let's try this out. Let's try this with hand once again. So basically, if the count is 5, or let's say 6, no, let's say 7. 7 is bit with something which we need. So count was 7, right? So let's say let's do a calculator. 7 minus 1, okay, equals to 6, minus 2 is equals to 4, into 2 is equals to 8, plus 2 is equals to 10. For 7 we needed 10. Yep. Alright. We are going good, finally. Let's try with 8. I would like to try with 8, because like 1 even and 1 odd number, that is what we need. So let's say, where's the calculator? The main number was 8, so 8 minus 1 is equals to 7, minus 2 is equals to 5, into 2 is equals to 10, plus 2 is equals to 12. So for 8, if we use 12, this works perfectly. Okay, we have gotten our equation. So now, before creating this, let's say, what is that? V patches is equals to count minus 1 minus 2 into 2 plus 2. Okay, so first we have to solve this, then we have to solve this, then we have to solve this, and then plus 2. So V patches, count V, and okay. Let's try that out. Hey, we could be wrong, because like I always have to do this 3-4 times. How much did we got here? 12, right? And 12 is the right amount. 12 is the right amount. Voila. So channel history is 0 and save. Let's try with 7 once again, and if that works, we are good to go. Delete these first at least. 7 gets 10, so we don't need to count 10, but like every time this is in between of the joint, and then we have extra patch, we are good. This is, what's the name? Spine plane. Okay, good. Next thing would be to create a UV pin. Okay, let's come here. Plane. We actually need to create one more plane. Let's create that right now only. Skin plane. All right. So polyplane, comma, and name. That would be, where did we create that? Base plane plus SKN plane, and joints. Here we have to gotta remove that, and the joints will be from sorry, Krishna. Skeleton, we're creating skeleton here, skeleton dot append chest joint. So remove the last index, skin plane joins equals to dot. Was that pop? I always forget to remove the last next of the list. Python pop value pop, and that will be -1 joins, which will be used here. Oh my god, sorry. Copy, paste, parent this, skin plane here, then just copy paste the weights. So for copying skin, I added one module here. I'll show you, not the module, just a sample. Where is my utilities? Yes, in utilities we have like copy skin. Sorry, I actually updated it here but did not update it there. Let me copy and paste it there. Okay, I did, huh? It looks same to me. Okay, utz dot copy skin, utz dot copy. Is it not in utz? Oh, I have to put one this thing. Save dot copy skin, then we need source and we need the target. Our source is our new skin, no, not new skin, skin plane to our nb knobs. Then right now we don't need to delete this, but we will delete it because like I just want to see if everything is working fine or not. So here a and b is used, but instead of a and b we are going to use guys, this one. All right, save it. If this works just fine, then we'll just stop the stream soon. Utilities has no object, copy skin. Okay, no problem. Let's reload utilities then. Save it, delete it, reload it. It's saying spine, whatever, spine plane, comma. And why is that? Let's copy this, let's print it. Okay, nothing big, just work just fine. Even if we do a 0, it should just work well. Both are, because both are lists, right? Okay, all right, let's check. Did not skin it, which is okay. It does have a skin cluster, but with chest joint. So okay, let me try this out here, because like we were not able to do it perfectly, but let's try. A is equals to C P G and B is equals to A dot pop 0. That is not what we wanted, right? Now I think A. No, we cannot do it like that. Let's see, pop, remove the last on the list. Hey, come on. slicing the list is what we wanted. Okay, we just wanted to remove this. Okay, we can do that directly here. So basically I have studied when I was studying, like trying to learn Python. I have used it, but like seen this, but it's the first time I'm using slicing here. I don't know, I never had to like use one list for this stuff and whatnot, but yeah, let's try that. Did I save it? Yep, I did. Okay, so let's see if the skin is working. Skin is working. Hide this. We have our plane, we have a skin, whatever we needed, and you see, we like when we created it 2 times, it did create it. It did give me an error. Okay, all right. One thing we're gonna do is delete. You'll delete the skin plane now. Let's reload this, and we are done for today probably. Let's check this once. Let's move this here. Let's move this here. Actually, I will change this. We don't want this to be like if our animator wants to select all this, he would have an issue, right? Let's change this fast and complete the stream today. I am hungry now. Sorry guys, I will have to do Control Z here. Let's take something which is front and back and not this. Yeah, double arrow. This should work. So we have our double arrow here. Double arrow, double arrow, double arrow. 2 arrows thin. 2 arrows. We have 2. It's a normal one and curved one, thinner one, right? So let's take the 2 arrows. And I want to see how different it is from the, like how much do we have to scale this. If we scale this to 0.7, so 0.25 or 2. 0.2 is all right. So when we go to our tweak control here, if we, what is the shape? 2 arrows and then 0.25 is also okay. We do 2. Let's reload everything, and okay, it has no object called a reload because we used I there. Okay, now what we are checking was, let's move this here, let's move this here. So if our animator wants to select this like that, he can, and he won't be selecting the on this thing, right? With that, and now he can move it like that, right? That's what we wanted. One thing I want to see is our 4 joint one, because that's basically the one we're gonna use. So with skinning and everything, because I want to see how straight it goes. Move this here. I am thinking about something which is a bit I don't know if I'm gonna do it here or not, but let's say this is 1, right? And if we add, or maybe both of them will be 0.5. Check one thing, I want to see if I can make a straight line with it. 2, let's make it 1. How to find out why is it not like, I want this to be straight. That is something I would have to see. See, this should be a straight line instead of this. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we can look at it and find a solution later. This right now is pretty good. Procedural, creating as many number of controls we want, as many number of tweaks. This is also not that bad, pretty smooth, because we're gonna have like control joints on this, have like sub controls now. But I like this a lot. Okay guys, it was a good stream, probably more than an hour or something. Have a good night, see you next time.